Hello everybody, thanks for tuning back in. Today I'm going to talk about the notorious Dorman intake manifold for PI 4.6 liter Ford engines. Its part number is 615175. To start out with, I want to tell you all that I've had this intake in service for 3 years, and I have to say in 3 years it didn't leak, and I had no problems with it as far as leaking was concerned, or nothing ever needed to be tightened up. It was pretty reliable in that regard. But let me tell you, the intake manifold in that regard was good. In another regard, I'll tell you, it's made in the USA. I like that. But it's sitting on my garage floor after being replaced for a reason. And after 3 years of use, I didn't plan on changing this intake, but I noticed up here, see that, and when I took this off, when I took the intake off, I didn't notice this at first. It wasn't until I started cleaning things up for reinstallation that I noticed this. But there's a part of the plastic, see this ring around here? Well, it busted off right here. And I found that underneath inside my thermostat housing, I have a strange feeling that broke off. It may have broke off when I torqued it down, but who knows? It didn't leak externally, that's positive, but I still don't like how, just don't like that. I couldn't put it back on my car. I thought about buying a new gasket set for it and making it work. The gasket set's $45. And after all the work I did installing those cams, number one, I didn't want to put a Dorman intake on my vehicle. Number two, I certainly wasn't going to put one on there that was broke. So yeah, sorry Dorman, but I cannot recommend this intake to anyone watching this video. I have a friend that owns a machine shop, and he sold me the PI intake off of a Police Interceptor Crown Victoria for $100, and it is such a far better intake as far as both quality and performance is concerned. I'm very happy about that. Actually, you know what, Dorman, thanks for breaking, because if you didn't break, I'd still be using your lousy part. Not all bad things. Like I said, it wasn't a thorn in my side over 3 years as far as coolant leaks go. It doesn't have the performance that the Ford intake has, and I think it's way overpriced. The gasket set's $45. I think that's way overpriced. And also, notice on the throttle body where it bolts down, there's these brass inserts. Well, for all of your coils, there are no inserts. You're screwing them down right into just plastic, and I'm sure you can see problems arising from that, especially if you do a lot of work on the car or plan on pulling the intake off a couple times over again. And back here, this is where a bracket bolts down. Same thing, no insert, just plastic. So be really careful when you tighten down your bolts on this one. You might get a surprise. Okay, everybody, so the verdict: if you need an intake that'll just basically work, you can get by with the Dorman. If you're building a car for yourself for performance, hunt for that Ford product. Hunt for that Ford PI intake. Just make sure it has this metal crossover here. That's a revision. You need that. If you're looking at a Ford intake and it doesn't have this metal crossover, you don't want that intake. One other quick thing. I noticed this is kind of loose. I don't remember it. See? It wasn't like that when I installed it. So yeah, if you need something to just work, this will do. If you're looking for performance, longevity, durability, go with the Ford product. Alright, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe if you like.